What is the utility? Like, that is a word that we're going to be hearing a lot about. Utility, utilization, going into the coming months and years. What is going to solve problems, So music does solve problems because it makes us feel good. So what can artists do beyond, just creating, just being on a certain frequency? What can we do beyond that to help people?
My first question for you, because you're a music person.
Yes.
What did you listen to on the way here today?
I listened to Kanye West. I listened to, and the song specifically, All the Lights and Stronger. So I've been in the graduation bag for the past couple weeks. Graduation and what was the other album? Late Registration. My son he wants me to keep spinning Stronger back to back to back. He's like, stronger, faster,
Feeling that, huh?
Yeah. I've been in the graduation bag for a while.
Fire. NFT question for you.
All right.
So I want you to give me, if you can, one scenario where someone with a wealth of instrumental music could leverage the power of NFTs.
They could leverage the power of NFTs by pretty much creating their own economy in a sense. And when I say that, NFTs stand for non-fungible tokens, and most people think that they're just silly pictures that people are trading and people are buying and selling and stuff like that. But it's more to it than that. It's actually deeper than that. People have created, their whole structure, business models. There's Bored Apes, there's I can't think right now, but there's a whole bunch of different platforms, that people can model and use to create their own economy. And when I say create their own economy, they could incentivize their followers, and that creates value. So whoever their followers are, if they attach themselves to their NFT project or purchase their NFT project, then they will be able to get all these incentives that the artist is delegating. Whether it be free access to new stuff, merchandise, anything that the artist wants to put in within their economy and incentivize. And at the same time, that raises the value of the NFT. And it's because it's like, okay, I'm incentivizing my followers, and now I'm bringing more people into the fold, given my use cases, the utility. What is the utility? Like, that is a word that we're going to be hearing a lot about. Utility, utilization, going into the coming months and years. What is going to solve problems, So music does solve problems because it makes us feel good. So what can artists do beyond, just creating, just being on a certain frequency? What can we do beyond that to help people, to help people that we may not even know, to help people we may not ever connect with through this new technology, And there are so many ways that we can, but it has to be delegated the right way, and it has to make sense.
Love it. Thanks. What would you say is an easy first step someone could take to acclimate themselves in the NFT space?
Go to YouTube, watch a whole bunch of videos, watch hours and hours of videos on NFTs, and before that, you would kind of want to acclimate yourself with cryptocurrency, and understanding what cryptocurrency is, the origins of it, because you're gonna have to use cryptocurrency in order to create your economy as such. It's not like a cash type of transaction. You have to use blockchain, and you want to understand crypto, blockchain, and NFTs. It's like synonymous with each other. You want to get an understanding of that if you want to. Of course, you got to hire somebody to put it together for you, but if you want to have that ultimate freedom, you kind of want to put yourself on and educate yourself, so like, okay, this is what I need to look for. It's kind of like if you're an artist and okay, you have a lawyer, on standby to look at your contracts and stuff like that, but you kind of want an understanding of what you're even signing, right? So it's kind of the same thing. It's like, be involved. You may not be an accountant, but it's like, okay, know what a ledger is, know what, credits and debits are, know the basic understanding. So that's what I would say. Just watch a whole bunch of videos. There's several books out now about NFTs and stuff like that. So it's like, you really want to put yourself on, the information is there and accessible. It's just that you have to just take out the time and just do it. It's mad videos.
Why do you think that there's such a volatility amongst believers of NFTs and naysayers?
Because they don't know what its purpose is, and I'm going to tell you the purpose. It's not about these pictures and these silly goofy things. It's like there's a code. And, for my coders out there, you know what I'm talking about. There's a code written in these NFTs, which are called smart contracts. And the smart contracts are the key. The smart contracts are the way the whole system just keeps running, and the smart contracts give it, the validation because it's all written in the code, So it's deeper than just these, these pictures and stuff like that. And I think that's why you see, like a lot of naysayers talking about, oh man, but there's just people making real deal money off these NFTs. There's people that's, buying, selling, holding, for a certain time period. And that's a fact. That's a fact, but it's new technology. So anybody's skeptical about anything that's new, and most people don't want to change, right? You think about people that are older, like in their 50s, 60s, 70s, or whatever. They're pretty much like set in their ways. Like they're not going to change. They're not going to keep updating their program. And that's the thing. Like you need to update your program and update your update your mental on new ideas and new concepts. Be open to that because it's just going to keep moving forward, and then you could be stuck in a time period or you could keep moving forward with it.
That's dope. So you mentioned listening to Kanye West today. So
I did.
I've thought about whether there's anything he can say or do that would make me say, you know what, I'm going to stop listening to his music. And I think the answer for me is I don't think that there's anything he can say or do because I'm able to separate.
Absolutely.
What are your feelings on what he's been saying lately, juxtaposition with how much you just absolutely love his music?
Like you said, able to separate the man from the music. Same thing with Michael Jackson. Same thing with even R. Kelly. I'm able to separate the man from the music because I can't take that time that I had when I was younger that I felt good. It's certain songs from Kanye, certain songs from R. Kelly that made me feel great. And I'm able to separate the art from the actual person. Because you can't take away that. Can't take away those moments, Can't take away those moments and times. There's certain songs that, I'll hear and I'll be like, oh man, that takes me back to, such and such, He came out when I was in high school. I was one of the first people to put people on to yo, Kanye West, the dude that did H to the Izzo and all these other joints off of the Blueprint, he raps. And Jokers was like, what? Man, get out of here. And I was listening to his mixtape. So I'm a day oneer, so I mean, now it's just it is what it is, it is what it is. I'm able to separate the art from the man. But I listen to, I'll be honest, I don't listen to a lot of his newer stuff like that. I listen to more so of his older stuff because, he just hit that frequency. Like I just told you, I was listening to him on the way here. And I think he's been unapologetic from the start. So it's kind of hard to cancel somebody that's been unapologetic from the start, I remember when it was the first album, College Dropout, came out. And he was on 106 in Park. I think he was on, or TRL, one of those joints. And they was like, oh, we heard you re-recorded a lot of the album again. He was like, what? They were like, why you did that? He was like, because I got better. And I was just like, okay, I like this guy. He makes dope music and he has that confidence. And I don't think, I think it's hard for him to be unauthentic, So hey, you take what you take with everybody, but at the end of the day, we don't know these people. I don't know him personally, so I don't know his personal struggles. I don't know his personal, battles. He puts it on the stage, but I just like his music, And I'm able to separate the art from the person. So, hey, man, it is what it is.
100%. Thanks so much for your time, bro.
Absolutely.
Do me a quick favor. Come 1 inch forward.
Wonderful.
Yeah, just even more. Like, yeah. And
Okay.
like sit back and like make yourself comfortable. Okay, and then sit regular. I'm just saying because I don't want this to hit this.
Oh, okay.
Now you're forward, so you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're good. So you could be loose, so you could sit up.
All right. Oh yeah, because I leaned back a little bit. I did the Fat Joe.
You stupid. All right, dope. But yeah, the first question, solid.
Yeah.
This middle part out, you already know. All right, so